This shirt says it all. This is the greatest movie I've ever seen. So I will say there will be a flashing light little warning here later on if I edit those scenes in, which I will probably do so, because they're pretty essential, those scenes, so there might be a little flashing lights. It's mostly coloured lights, but I don't know, I just thought I'd let you guys know. So, alright, this review is going to be very different. It's not quite a lazy review. Basically, I'm just reading out the notes I made on this movie, which I would normally then turn into a script. But the plan was to just make this a lazy Blazie review. But there's just so much I need to talk about. So I'm just going to read through the notes, basically. So it is going to be a little bit of a mess. It's not going to be very straightforward. It's going to be very simple terms or whatever. I'm legit just reading the notes, with a nice quick little things while I'm watching the movie. So yeah, alright. This opening scene, she's using earbuds as a microphone and holding it in and everything, and it just looks really, really awkward. And she tells us the entire plot, and that the killer is dead. Spoiler alert for you and me. No, wrong way around, for you and me.
As the serial killer known only as Lonewolf has been confirmed dead. Local law enforcement suspects he's responsible for the imprisonment and murder of multiple people in a demented attempt to turn them and himself into human furries.
The sounds I use though here, it's just such cliche sound effects in horror movies, used at the wrong time, kind of thing, but generally used for jump scares or something like that. It doesn't quite work here.
Reports say after abducting and caging his victims, he would force feed them raw animal meat, using their hides to sew pelts onto himself and his victims. Oh no, what am I in for? What? But, okay, so what is it about? There's a killer on the loose called Lonewolf who imprisons and murders people in a demented attempt to turn them and himself into human furries. Not into human animals, specifically they say human furries, forcing them to eat raw meat and would sew pelts onto them and himself. And also, this shot is just bad. Trying to show, oh look, these people died in the background kind of thing, just show their images. Okay, we get that, but go back to the reporter then, who then turns, she moves into the frame, she knows, hey, pay attention to me, this isn't a good shot, you're supposed to, I'm not over here, I'm here. I don't know, man, it's just a real awkward camera shot. Then next scene at a funeral, what's up with the sound? Sounds like my awful audio, even worse than my awful audio.
You doing alright? I'm fine. I'm just trying to make sense of everything that happened.
And then suddenly 1987. I think, or it's just a cue card. It's not the best way to show it's 1987. Usually, you don't do that. It makes it look like the start of a YouTube video or something like that. What you need is just just obviously just show the scene and just have it say, on the side or something, 1987. And then we'll understand it's 1987. And then suddenly Fursuiter, well, not really, it's a mascot, but it looks really good, It looks good for 1987, which, yeah, there were fursuits back then, but still, doesn't quite look like a mascot. This scene is just so awkward. I kinda love it.
I'm so glad you could make it to the party.
I wouldn't miss this for the world. What did she see in this guy? He's a mascot. He's a fucking nerd. He doesn't even play football. You're such a tool. You're such a tool.
But it gets more awkward as how. What? What's happening?
Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Oh.
I whoop you too.
It's also how do you make it look 1987? Throw a video filter over it and it makes it look different. But it also made it look like someone is filming it with an old movie camera, which is what I thought. But that's not what's happening. So it confused me. And then these assholes suddenly light this guy on fire, though he survives and escapes. And he murders a nurse for no apparent reason, and now murder spree during like the opening credits. Suddenly dancing furries for a second, that goes away and ain't explained. I mean, it is later on who that person is and all that kind of stuff, but it's still just really weird thing, because we see that exact scene later. So now the film starts showing a calendar that there's a FurCon coming up, spelt F-U-R-R. So the furries, they have like furry stuff on the walls and Johnny Depp. I'm sorry that you're in this movie, Johnny Depp. I'm sorry. But right away, like, they're being such typical teenage females, and it's so cringe. Like, that's not what furries do. Like, furries don't talk like this exactly when, like, but also, like, I don't know, just very furry-like, you know, I don't know. I mean, maybe they do, but it just seems like a typical teenage girls, but then they're also furries, basically is what's happening here. And then, also, just, what is this scene? What is it? Having a stroke here.
Where are you going, young lady? I made you breakfast.
What was that all about? And all that hum in the background. Like, even I know for the most part how to get rid of background static. It's, also, she calls the FurryCon a Furry Fest. Do people call FurCons a Furry Fest? I'm confused. Or is it called Furry Fest? But then why was it also called a FurCon with 2 R's? I don't know. So Girl's mom is all like, you shouldn't go, there's lots of creeps out there. And then this random shot.
There's no way I'm not going to this.
There are a lot of creeps out there. It could be dangerous. I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
I think that's the bad guy, but, you know, because, you know, they have to remind the audience, oh yeah, it's a bad guy, it's a horror movie, ooh, scary, scary, scary. But it's just so hard to tell what's happening. And man, the music ain't bad. It's like something out of Twin Peaks. But it's a bit loud, especially when you add in the hum. Can't really hear things a lot. So apparently she has a missing sister. And the image they use made me laugh. Surely they have a better photo than that. I don't know, man, but I love this cut so much.
This is about you and your fear of being alone.
And then this shot.
Of course, I'll always be here, but...
So is this a comedy? Because I love it. I love it. I think we got a new The Womb. I think this is my The Womb. I love it. I love it. But I can't stand the audio in this scene.
Love you too. You're the smartest cheetah I know. But please promise me you'll be safe.
This isn't my editing or anything. It's so loud. Are you guys at the beach? So her furry friends show up and apparently just wear their fursuits to school because of how excited they are for the con. And like just show up at like a friend's class just being weird outside the door while she's also brought her fursuit to class. And then this frame. This frame here. Why does she look like she's like 40 years old and still in school? Why is Velma here? Why is this person looking right at the camera? And what's the deal with this guy? What's the deal with him? Every frame is important. So they keep calling it a furry fest, so now confused, is it a FurCon? Because yes, they also do say FurCon as well, but mostly just a furry fest. I'm confused by that.
Guys, I'm so excited for this bird fest. Like, it's gonna be so lit.
So all of them are walking through school, not being bullied somehow, you know, by like any students or anything like that. And I also like that the tall one is in front, so like a chunk of the head isn't in frame. And they're talking about boys. one boy in particular that wears the fursuit. Also, this girl keeps looking at the camera. And well, apparently the boy has like a new YouTube video, which is a video we saw before. So I think like the older looking one, yeah, that's probably very mean on me. I do apologise. I think she is Russian, so that probably explains the facial features. So I'm just going to call her the Russian one. She is having a party where all the poppy furs will be there. Like, that's legit what they say. Just, yeah, all the poppy furs will be there. You know, like all the popular boys will be there, but in this case they're furry, so it's poppy furs. I need to show my mum this. I need to show my mum this movie. She loves horror movies. Oh my god, I need to show her this movie. Yes. But they also talk about yipping, so I probably shouldn't. And then next, they're just like outside their car shaking their tails with like other fursuiters nearby. What's even going on anymore? What is this? What's happening? Also, tit shot. It's a horror movie, I guess. Gotta have tits in there somewhere. Next scene. Please adjust for framing. The framing in this movie is killing me. Like, they got good suits. I want to see their faces, but you're showing all this. Not this. You're showing this. Which I know, I can't talk. My framing is generally shit and all that. Like, I'm always changing exactly where the camera is facing. I'm not directly... My head isn't directly in the middle. It would be a bit more down like this or something like that. But still, I like to think that I at least get a good face shot every now and then. And of course, it goes into slow-mo as one classically slips, but it's so awkwardly done, it's just bad funny. And then this appears again. So maybe my copy is just badly edited, but why? Why is it even there? And I guess they're now at the Fur Fest. That's what that scene was. They're at the Fur Fest, I guess, now. Because, yeah, suddenly furries and people selling merch and all that. Beware of Wolf. Oh, is that foreshadowing? Oh, I am giving us way too much credit. This dude runs out, and I can't hear a thing he's saying over the bad audio and how quick he says it. Then more awkwardness, and then, oh, the tiger boy is there, which I realise now was, I believe, a tiger in a poster the girl has, because it's not her persona, that's for sure. So she's a fan of, like, his YouTube or stuff, I guess. One of them gets the dad shift invite, and then in the background, as they dance, the wolf appears. Dun dun dun. And it's just bizarre what happens here.
Charlie.
I am 16 minutes into this movie. It's taken me over an hour to get to this point because I keep pausing to laugh or just questioning my existence. I wish I was joking. I'm not. So we need to air out and go outside and meet some random that's just there to help out his brother. It doesn't care for furries. Why he kind of explains to her, I don't know. He seems to know the Russian chick, and I couldn't understand what was happening there. The audio is just terrible.
Let me introduce you, my friend Daniel.
Like, yeah, I have no idea what she says at first. And then, bam, this dude comes out to tell them to come inside. Why? Who are you? Why do you care about telling them? Apparently, tall girl is being all slutty at the bar. I was going to say, well, at least she's not a fox being all slutty. But then we get this joke.
What's happening? We only lift you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. I get that you're awesome, but we're not doing that today. Okay. Come on.
I get that you're a fox now. Alright. That's funny. That's good. Good little furry humour. If that's what she said anyway, it's hard to hear. But that is funny. Good job. Good job, movie. But it does make me question, like, how old these kids are. I guess 18, I guess. I don't know. They're teens in a horror movie kind of thing. Just because they're able to order drinks at this bar. So the butthole dude that hates furries, turns out his brother is Tyrone the tiger, the one the girl likes. Tyrone actually comes up to the girl as if it gets vomited on, and in this really weird Scene.
Yes! That was epic, dude! You too.
Like, what's up with the audio? Is this supposed to be the crowd cheering and laughing? What? Huh? Ah! This movie's making me insane! I don't know. And then they get kicked out of the con because one of them was drunk. They don't help the dude they vomited on, by the way. No, they don't help or even say sorry for vomiting on your expensive fursuit. Nope, they just leave and the dude's brother is just hanging with them now. I mean, sure, that happens at cons. You suddenly, like, end up with a random group. That's happened a couple of times with me. I just suddenly, like, I'll be talking to one person and then suddenly I'm hanging with their friends at a bar or something like that. And it's cool, you know? It's cool, that kind of stuff. And that's how you make friends and such. And yeah, so now this guy's just randomly hanging with them. Like, sure, it sounded like he knew the Russian girl, but he's not. The Russian girl isn't here randomly. So the basic girl, which okay, call her. She's the one who's into the tiger. It's all sad, like, I lost my chance. Well, maybe if you stayed behind to help clean his fursuit or something like that, he would have been grateful and talked with you. What is this world? What is this audio?
Can we really trust him to bring us to the party?
You can totally trust me.
Are you listening?
Only slightly.
I know mine is shit, but that's what just happened. I know my audio always constantly peaks or something like that. It gets really bad. I know. I'm trying to fix it. I try to fix things. I really do. I do apologize for any bad audio in this video. I really do try to fix it. There's only so much I understand about audio, but I still feel like mine's better than some of this stuff. I understand it's when you're going outside and filming outside, it can be very difficult. But surely if they could afford to rent out these places and, like, afford all this kind of stuff and, you know, make this movie, you know, have nice cameras now and then, I feel like they would have been able to afford an audio team, you know? At least one person help out with audio and editing and all that kind of stuff. The tall chick is all like, brother dude is hot. We can trust him to take us to this party. So I guess that's where the Russian chick went to. And then this.
Yeah, fuck it, let's just do it. You're right, I'm not even the one that puked on him.
Whoa, hell, that is the spirit, girlfriend.
Yes!
Okay, that was hilarious. Also, why is this all green screen when they are, like, filming outside? It's just fine? What? And then done, they're being watched. So yeah, long drive throughout the night to the party. This tall girl already got drunk to the point of vomiting. I don't think she should be going to a party. Though I do love this line of her calling Tyrone's persona hot.
Also, you're gonna have so much fun setting Gabby up with Tyrone. No, I don't want her anywhere near me and Tyrone ever again.
Dude, his persona is so hot.
And then goes into yiffing and explaining it to the brother. Like, I feel sorry for the poor dude. He has to listen to these furries talking about yiffing his brother. And then they talk about horror movies, and it's just padding. It's so boring, it's just padding. And then basic chick is like, oh, tell me about your brother. And I'm over here like, girl, he a furry, he is probably gay. Please make that the twist. That would be so funny. It would be like in Paranorman, yeah, that's a great one, where like the main chick is into like this like hunky, what is it, jock. He's like a hunky jock dude. Throughout the entire movie, she's trying to get onto him, and trying to jump him and everything. And then right at the end, turned out he's gay. He's got a boyfriend. That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. So please do that here. So they keep driving and the wolf dude is following them somehow in front of them, just standing around to look at them, I guess hop into his car, drive ahead of them, just get out and stop again and look at them, go past again, and so on and so forth. So they stop off at a sketchy place, bringing in their fursuits with them, which, like, won't help at all if you're so scared about the place. Like, just leave them in the car if you're so worried about, like, because they're all just like, it's so sketchy, I don't know about going in here. I'm just gonna go bring my fursuit along with me. And then now in this scene, like, what is up with this weird zoom editing thing that keeps happening? This ain't just my version I'm watching. Like, I made sure to check multiple different versions to see if it was just my version or whatever I was watching. It's not. And I didn't edit in any way. What is going on? I don't... Someone edited this once and did not go for it for the final release. Or maybe I got a different version that's like an earlier copy or something like that. I don't... Please tell me if that's the case. Please tell me and I'll do something. I don't know. And then this. We then see the wolf going into the car and taking the bobblehead that's there, so that happens. And there's also an Irish priest dude buying drinks for the girls, and tall girls like, hell yeah, free drinks. Girl, she has got to die of alcohol poisoning. Again, she's already like vomited from alcohol. I do like how he knows what furries are, like, oh, I haven't seen furries in these parts before. Which makes you wonder how he knows them. This is just such a different world. Main chick gets a call from her mum and she is all worried, like, come home now, I'm so worried. Like, how old is she? Because she would have to be like, no, yeah, 21 to be able to drink white. So out of school with America. Now I'm even more confused, because yeah, they go to an actual bar and like at the Furcon they drink and all that. So I have to be 21, right? Right? And why are they still in school? Or are they in college? I guess maybe they're in college, not high school. I am beyond confused. My head hurts. It really does. So now their car is starting. Another awkward cut.
Shit. Is everything okay, Charlie? No way.
Next scene, I have no idea what's happening because I can't hear what the dude is saying. It's only when I get a key I realise that I'm staying in a hotel, but like all the cuts and all, like they were just suddenly there. There's no... I don't know. I don't know. I'm going insane. I legitimately am. So they go to sleep and like there's this weird little editing here, like, or something like that looks sped up. I'm not sure what that is. And then a wolf dude shows up at the hotel and kills the hotel dude with the bobblehead. It's definitely an inventive way to die. I'll give them that. I'll definitely give them that. I don't think I've seen someone killed with a bobblehead before, but I think I've seen like people do it with little Hawaiian dolls that like dance on cars. I think I've seen that, so it's equivalent to that, but it's still unique. I'll give him that. And then he kills some random as he then makes his way down to the womb. I will say it does look kind of cool. I will give him that. It's a cool looking design. Though he does nothing. Next day, dude comes and fixes a car and recognizes the main girl, but she has no idea why. And I will say now, it goes nowhere. I don't know if it's because he recognizes her mother, kind of thing. There's like a thing there later on, because her mother maybe lived there or something. That's the best I got, I guess. It really does go nowhere. They finally arrive to a party where the exact same furries are that were at the Furcon. And we get some cheering, woo! Why the stock sound? Again! So yeah, the Russian chick is here. The brother tries hitting on someone, I think. It's hard to understand. But god damn. I just remembered the part I'm talking about. The main chick laughing awkwardly is the most hilarious moment yet. It will get better. It will get better, but this, like... this is like the best laugh I've ever heard. It beats any Joker laugh or anything like that. This is amazing.
Guys, let me introduce you to my friend Catalina. She's another exchange student from Mexico.
Mucho gusto, ¿cómo están?
Mucho gusto, los pantalones. Oy, 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 oy.
It's so awkward. I love it. Love it. So then the wolf is here and he kills someone, and then basic chick and gets her wish and dances with the tiger, and then goes off to the bedroom with him. Oh my, here comes the yiffing. Well, actually now it's daytime. I am actually going insane. In defense, it's also like it's late. It's very late. I should be in bed, and instead I'm getting really sweaty in this thing, and just like it's hot. And it's just because it took me hours to finish this movie because it was just so funny. I kept pausing and stopping and just like wondering why I'm watching this, but I can't stop watching. Anyway, where was I in the script? Well, actually, next it's daytime. Well, it's actually nighttime because clearly this shot was filmed during the day, as we see like the wolf murder again. And yeah, it's clearly daytime. We even see this like same shot later, and it's clearly daytime then. So now, main chick is talking to tall chick that she thinks some guy in a wolf costume has been following them. And can I say here, my god, does this chick roll her eyes so much in this movie. You could do a drinking game for this movie and do one of those, like, whenever she rolls her eyes, take a drink, and you'll be dead. So she does think that the wolf fur was, like, real wolf fur or roadkill. I mean, it looks awfully like fursuit fur. And not to mention, like, when did she see it enough to be able to notice the difference? That it's like not a fursuiter, you know, which is surrounded by fursuiters. I don't know how she could tell the difference. Whatever though, whatever, because the most hilarious moment ever happens, to the point I almost blacked out of sheer laughter. I am not joking. I wish I was. I just burst into laughter, you know, rolled back onto my bed laughing, and then I could feel myself blacking out. Oh my god, I just... Basic chick is getting all randy with Tyrone, but she reveals herself, and Tyrone isn't happy about that in this hilarious scene.
Damien?
No, it's me, Tyrone. Jamie and I are twins.
I don't understand.
Look, basically, I was attracted to your persona. I identify as asexual, binary, and very, very gay. So this doesn't work for me.
The acting is everything. And I was right, he is gay. But it continues.
Are you fucking blind? My fursuit is clearly female. I don't care what you identify as, because obviously you're just as shitty as the rest of the men in this fucking world.
My persona is very straight, okay? Straight, baby. Straight like an arrow, okay?
Really? That's all you have to say right now?
Yeah.
God, Damien was right about you.
The slap sound effect is hilarious. I burst into laughter. This scene is gold, absolute gold. And then the hissing. My god, give this man an Oscar now. I love it so much. But then like her being all like, oh, my fursuit's clearly female. Lots of people think my fursuit is female, hun. It's not, nor am I, even though I know I have titties, that I could easily do stuff with them. But yeah, like, don't go getting moody about all that, because that happens a lot. Ow. I'm fine. But yeah, he is still weird about it. Like, his persona is straight, so it's okay or something. Like, it's kind of confusing. Feels like they're giving shit to the LGBT community a little bit here in some way, to be honest, now that I think about it. Which is weird, because, like, the LGBT made the furry fandom what it is today, pretty much. It is a bit of a weird scene. There is really no gay representation or whatever, you know, this being a furry movie. There should be lots of it. Besides, yeah, this dude, and yeah, it does seem weird. I will definitely admit to that. Though it was just like a bit of a snuggle sort of thing, then I don't see like anything really wrong there. She's the one that expected more. I've gotten Randy out of dancing fursuit before, and honestly, it's kind of hot. Having a fursuit and rub up against it, and you have absolutely no idea who that person is, or their gender, or anything. It's kind of fun. You just go by their fursuit, you know, what their fursuit looks like, and so you get attracted to their fursuit, their persona, like he did. You know, maybe if you left the fursuit head on, you would have gotten some. I don't know. She leaves, and Wolf is coming up to him, and at first he was all like, "Ew, you smell. You look like roadkill." And apparently he likes that. But then he gets killed! No, the best character.
Damn, bro, you scared the shit out of me. You really can't walk in on people like that. That is single-handedly the worst furry suit I've ever seen. You expect that on a roadkill? Cause damn, bro, you smell. I've heard of furries like you. They get all caught up in their, personas. I like that. It's turning me on.
Sad face. And then we get a freaking jump scare, which yes, the flashing lights are very obnoxious in this scene. As I mentioned, they're just so obnoxious, and it is really quite annoying. So friend the Russian chick is up in the bathroom, finds Tyrone's fursuit head, and then dies as Wolf is hiding in the shower. Wolf comes down for a dance with the Russian chick, which, like, no one has been like, "Ew, this dude smells like roadkill." You're like, yeah, he just goes down there and starts dancing with Russian chick. So they dance around, and like the main chick then finds a dead body, and then the wolf snaps the Russian girl's back, and everyone just starts screaming and doing like a shock face, like just like like that's all it do. And it's just hilarious. I get it, there's suits, so we can't really do much. Yes, I could do much more because I got my fingers out. I can, like, you know, probably, I don't know, express a little bit more, you know, compared to paws. I do apologise, I'm not wearing my paws, but it's very hot out. But there's also so much you could do when they're screaming. They just stand there, like in the very first scene when she gets a back crack. They just stand there while they're screaming, and it's just awkward. And then he goes on a rampage and starts killing everyone in hilarious fashion. I love this dude's dive, like he was committed to that. And this dude in the back just arms folded like he's waiting for direction. Not really realising he's in the shot, or just like, you know, they didn't give him anything to do in the shot. It's just... I love it. They went outside and he ended up setting up Bear Trap, and Basic Chick trips, I think, and gets her encore in one somehow. And now everyone's just like laying there in the next scene, like they died from the bear traps. As the wolf then knocks out the main chick and takes her. Yeah. I thought I wrote more to that, and I didn't. Cops come, Basic Chick is still alive. I like this scene with the cop like kind of giggling during his sentence. I'm not sure if he was supposed to do that or not.
We realized it was people when Deputy Carpenter picked up one of those fur head helmets, and a head just fell out. Spun around on the floor and looked right at him. Spooked him real bad.
We then see Tall Chick and Brother still alive as well. And then this scene has once again extremely bad audio. Like, no one tried fixing this audio at all.
I don't know where other dogs put it. Then you're gonna have to get it all court bolted out that there's a serial killer out there wearing that wolf house. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Alright, do it.
Sure. Your kids are contaminating the crime scene.
Hey, put that
again.
Put those heads down!
There's just certain scenes here that I can't understand at all. And I get it. Again, the back, like, doing outside stuff, you get a lot of hum. You get a lot of just stuff. But, come on. You could have done something. So, main chick wakes up in a cave, and then dun, her sister is there with her. First who's sewn onto her, though.
Stop! Charlie, stop! Charlie!
No, that's not real.
I miss you so
Charlie,
much.
No. Get it together. It's not her. You're just imagining it. It's not really her.
Shuling. Your given name is Shuling. Who else would know that but your little sis?
Really confused, as it looks like she managed to take it off, but keeps it on, or at least the head anyway. I don't know what was up with that. Wolf appears, getting a bit better look at him, showing that he's taking care of the sis, I guess. Well, like, she says so. She's kind of trapped there, like she's accepted it. That's it. She's accepted her life now. So sis, like, explains what's been happening and what happened to her, and, like, explains the wolf dude and, like, how he thinks she's an actual wolf and how's at the moon and everything. That miss is a Therian, or Therion, or whatever they're called. So this is a story about murderous Therian then. I mean, it was a mascot, not a fursuiter in the end. Goes back to Tall Girl, Brother, and bad audio. Like, what are they even saying? I don't know.
He wants to blame me. I'm the one who got us into this fucking mess.
I can't keep up with this movie. I can't keep up with this review anymore. I don't know. So then she is shown to be able to take her head off. Like, the sister is shown to be able to take it off, I guess. Well, I guess, like, mostly anyway, so she could be fed. Which, I mean, we have muzzles, you know. Actually, you could feed through there, you know, or have a straw or something. It looked like, yeah, she could take it off, but it's, like, sewn along here or something, I guess. I don't know. Why is the whole thing just sewn on? I don't know. Like, it was really pointless to show her face. And then things get weird. As the sis freaks out, like, oh no, it's too early, you can't do that yet, it's too soon. He then takes the main chick out of the cage, puts her down, dances with something, for some reason that isn't explained, I don't think, and starts sewing a fursuit paw on her. And which is kind of cool. It's a cool, interesting little thing. I will say. But that's not the weird part. Weird part is a freaking music video going on at the same time. Like, what? Am I on drugs? I must be on drugs. This isn't real. This isn't real right now. I'm definitely on drugs. And then apparently the Tall Girl and Brother arrive somehow. I legitimately don't know how or something, but like they're like on a camera screen, and for some reason it's slow motion while she is normal. So the wolf walks off, main chick breaks herself free, and goes to rescue her sister, but she doesn't know what to do, and it's kind of just stuck in that world. But Wolf comes back and is mad. Luckily Brother and Tall Chick save the day. Actually no, instead we get a badly edited death that's absolutely hilarious, because it made me go, what just happened? It made me do this. It really did, because it was just... the hell just happened? I didn't edit any of this.
Leave her alone!
This is truly a masterpiece. So Tall Chick dies, Brother fights with the wolf. I have to admit, I like the music here.
Charlie! Go! Get out!
Brother dies though, pretty gory, like nice little gory shot, I will admit. Main chick throws down a lantern at him, and then suddenly they're in the hospital. I guess we're just suddenly in the hospital. And dun, The mum was friends with a wolf. She was the girl in the 1987 shots and friends with the mascot. Wolf shows up to the hospital as one of the cops is busy getting laid. But at the same time, like, there's a scene where, like, a cop calls her up and says, "Oh no, Leon, the dude that you were friends with, is still in the mental hospital. We don't know who the wolf is." But that goes nowhere. It goes nowhere at all. So it's just extremely confusing, because then it's like, did the wolf call her? But, like, that's the best I got. To distract her or something like that, the wolf called her for some reason. It just kind of lied. But it goes nowhere. So it's just like a mental person or something that's doing this thing. It's not actually this dude, it's someone else. Again, nothing's explained. There's so many things that just aren't explained. My head is dying thinking about it. Oh god. But anyway, the wolf shows up at the hospital as one of the cops is busy getting laid now with one of the nurses, of course. He's able to get around with ease. Some decently cool shots here, I will admit for sure. They definitely thought about these shots. There is some good stuff here, I will admit. Well, dude having sex then gets murdered. Number one rule, don't have sex in a horror movie. Well, dude shows up in the chick's room, but, like, takes off his fursuit mask randomly, and his face is like a mess, and it looks very weird. It looks like he's also wearing another mask over his face, which I understand is probably just, you know, obviously just the costuming and all that kind of stuff. It does look weird, though. Little fight, but Mum saves the day and kills him, or something. The end scenes are bizarre and confusing. Like, he's still kind of, like, yeah, it's just like, oh no, that's not him, and so he is still alive. How? This movie was bad. So very bad. Oh yeah, that was the end. This movie was bad. The audio was atrocious. The editing a mess. The acting bland. The effects, not the worst. Some decent gore. They just needed better editing with it. The music, very loud. There's interesting music here and there, but damn, was this movie a lot of fun. I had no idea how seriously they were on this movie. It was just a bit of fun because, like, it's a very basic slasher film plot with teenage-like girls who are not teenagers, who are 21, 18. I don't know. Why were they drinking at, like, they could get drinks was the main thing. At, like, you know, at the FurCon, you know. Some person randomly giving them drinks at a bar is different, but them ordering drinks at a FurCon, they would have to be 21. In America, anyway. It's 18 in Australia, because, sucks to be you. I don't know. This is definitely worth a watch if you just get drunk with friends. If you like that kind of stuff, getting drunk with friends and watching movies, this is for you. This is for you. But by watching this movie, I feel drunk after watching it, because it was just so bizarre at points. It just made me laugh so much. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. This is an awful movie, an awful horror movie, and I've seen a lot of awful horror movies. I binge watched horror movies like that are worse than this. Though honestly, the premise, we'll give it this, the premise is kind of fun. The idea of, like, yeah, a horror furry thing does sound like a lot of fun. And the idea of, like, this person wanting to, like, sew on furry parts to a person does sound fun. It does sound like a fun little idea. And I will admit, I would freaking love to make a furry-themed horror movie. I love making things. I love filming things. I don't do enough skits. I know I don't have ideas. I'm bad with that kind of stuff. But a movie would be a lot of fun to make, so it's not like I could do any better. But still, it's awful in several ways. In several ways, it's very awful. The editing, some of the camera work is just really bad. But if you're a furry, and if you love bad horror movies, or especially both, you have to watch this. In terms of being a good, bad movie, it's a 10 out of 10. No question about it. This is a very bad movie. easily 10 out of 10. Like, wow. Though, as a film, it's like a 2. As, like, a critic, I realise that I am. I realise that's what I am, and that's what I do. It's a 2. But as a bad movie, it's a 10. Easily. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this different kind of review kind of thing. I know this was very different because again I don't have a script kind of thing. It's a very different kind of review. Not quite lazy, not quite actual. It's just I'm just gonna talk about it. Whatever notes I put down. So it is a little bit of a mess. I do apologise. I do apologise for anything else. All that good stuff. Anyway, have you seen the movie? If you have, let me know down in the comments below what you think of it. And also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon. And as Fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now. Oh gosh, I truly did love this movie. It's so bad, but it's badly made, but it's good fun. It is fun. And for any other furries out there that were in this movie who see this review and get mad at me, I do apologise. I'm not sure exactly what the intentions were, if it was just a bit of fun or if you guys were actually trying to make a movie. I don't know anything about the background of this movie. That's it. I don't know about any of the productions, blah blah blah. I don't know anything. So I will say that. But hey, if anyone wants to get in contact with me and make a movie with me or anything, I'll be down. Because then I could, I understand this would have been a lot of fun for a lot of people to make. I don't know what the deal is or anything. I love that there's a lot more furry media out there now, a lot of TV shows and stuff. So just having furries in it, I do admit this isn't the best representation of it because it's a very basic plot kind of thing. They just added fursuits to it. So I do wonder about that. I really do wonder about this movie. I really do. But again, I would love to be able to do this kind of stuff. So if anyone does it, let me know, and I would love to be a part of it. I would love to do voice acting. I really want to voice a character for the new How to Train Dragon series. That would be awesome. Anyway, it's hot. Go away. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I have a Coffee account. Please do check that out. Link down in the description. Just $2 to donate to me. It really, really helps. You can even do it monthly. It will help me out a lot, and I would really, really appreciate it, guys. Please go check out my Coffee account. Thank you. Bye-bye.